Come on, Hope. 52 degrees this morning. That's 11 degrees centigrade. Let's see. Last night I ate like a little slice of pizza and some pretzels and cheese, and I haven't had in a while as an egg. Hold on. I've not been able to. I think all I did last night was read. After I got back home and ate, I read, and I'm on the third, well, I was on the second book of the Centauri trilogy from Babylon 5. And Mom called at one point and told me she would call back. Yeah, before I walked the dog, she called. And so we were having that trouble with her getting through. She called. No, she didn't call. She was supposed to call at 5:45, 5:15. She never did. So I read. Around 6:15, I called her. Doctor still hadn't told her anything. She said she thought she was going to have to spend another night there. Which she did. Spoilers. Come on. Hope. No, come on. Hope. Come on. And then we chatted for a little bit. I suggested she call some people, like Aunt Pat. We rung off. I had a little bit of a breakdown. I'm really worried about her. Here. 2 years in a row now. March bringing sickness. Last year it was Hope. It was sometime in March. That took 2 months to resolve. I'm just jabbering now. So I kept reading. I turned on some streams. I watched Little Trooper SJP and had a few others on. And then Mom called back again. Every time the phone rings now, I'm terrified. She mainly called me and told me that she had called Aunt Pat. And they're trying to figure out what to do with the farm. I hope that doesn't mean Pat and Mouse are moving off of it. Hey, come on, you. Come on. Anyway, got caught up in that book, and then I started book 3 when I finished it. I was up till 11:30. Trouble sleeping. Had weird dreams about there were some trees on a property I wanted to cut down. And I was thinking about planting some grass there. I was in some kind of clerk's office, like the county clerk, it felt like the county clerk in Bryan, Ohio. Hey, stop eating there. And, yeah, I was filling out forms. I was trying to find the forms to fill out, is what it was. This morning I woke up. I slept straight through till 5 o'clock. Got up to pee. Couldn't get back to sleep. Around 5:30, I went down to have a bowel movement. Went back to bed. Tried to get back to sleep. Couldn't. Finally got up around 6:30, I guess. Here we are. It's foggy. Another kind of foggy morning. So, got an appointment for Bella. There's a bump on her chest. Or maybe it's just natural and I never noticed it before. I don't know. Also, so we stopped by the hospital on the way here. And she got to visit with Mom, which I think made her very happy. And she's been a little nervous here, but she's met a couple other dogs. Goose, who's a golden retriever. No, I guess only one other dog. The other dogs are a little reactive, so Still don't know anything about Mom. Saw her. Her left eye is not moving correctly anymore. It looked like to me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So swelling seems to have gone down though, at least. 73 degrees this afternoon. That is about what I figured out. 22.5 centigrade, I think. Probably wrong. Bella is tired. So, alright, she was hesitant to eat this morning, but eventually did. But then I found this big bump on her chest that I didn't recognize. So, I made an appointment at the vet for 11. Mom called and still had not talked to the doctor this morning. So I said I was gonna go stop by the hospital room to drop off some stuff. Hold on. So I said I'm gonna stop by your hospital room, drop off the stuff you need. I'm gonna take Belle to the vet, and then we're gonna come back by the hospital. So hey, no, this way, come here. Good girl. We're in no rush today. Which is kind of what we did. We went to the hospital. I got Bella and I pulled the leash in tight. Walked in like we knew what we were doing. Had to ask where the elevators were because I got a little mixed up. Nobody batted an eye. Took her right up. As we came out of the elevator, a bunch of, I don't know if they were techs, nurses, or what, ladies in scrubs came out of this room up ahead, and all of a sudden I heard all these voices. Oh, and it's a dog. So found Mom, made sure she has her stuff. Her eye's looking worse. Was looking worse at that point. Headed to the vet. After that with Bella. Vet says all Bella's got is Hope, come on. All Bella's got, it's an area of fatty tissue that's conglomerated. It happens in dogs. She checked it out. It is just fatty tissue. Oh my God. So that was a huge relief. She said her coat looks good. She seems to be of a good weight. She seems healthy and happy. Don't worry if she misses a few meals. If she doesn't feel like eating in the morning, don't worry about it. So I said, okay. So I'm gonna keep track of it still. See, my fear was cancer. And that's why she's been skipping so many meals. She felt sick. So, after that, Mom texted me and wrote me, and I finally got a hold of her on the phone. Both of our phones have this terrible habit of just not connecting when you call somebody. So, I finally got a hold of her. She says, the MRI, they've studied it. It wasn't a stroke. And they're starting to lean towards that the sty in her eye infected her. She has an infection. And that's what's caused problems with her eyes and her blurred vision. So that was a huge relief. I was alone in the vet's office and worked out a little bit because I had been scared to death that she was never coming home. And she said they're discharging me today. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. Because that would make me feel so much better. All right. So. Okay. Hold on, girls. Hold on. So, I returned Belle to the hospital. Walked right in like she was a service dog and was supposed to be there or whatever. Went on up. At the top of the elevator, a woman was like, is that 412? I said 410. She's like, yeah, she said her baby was coming today. So Mom has been told some of the people working there. Again, I don't want to insult anybody. Nurses, techs, whatever they were. And went back to her room. We hung out, we talked. I made sure we had all of her stuff gathered up pulled out of closets and everywhere and put so we could leave. Of course, it's going to take forever. I don't think we got out till 2:30, 2 o'clock. We were in town till 3 waiting for drugs from the pharmacy. And actually, I went back out and checked with the nurse staff for an hour or so. One of the women who was manning the desk. And I said, look, it's her birthday. I was hoping to bake her a cake and do her a nice dinner tonight, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, the discharge nurse has all the paperwork. It shouldn't be long. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. Now, at the same time, 2 more nurses text. I'm not sure what they were. I should have asked. Came by. Cute. Very cute. Cuties. They loved all over Bella. They just loved her. And we chatted. They were very nice. Went back to Mom's room. We waited. The discharge nurse showed up. She was discharged. I took her stuff and Bella down to the car. I brought the car around. I'd driven my car. I did not expect her to be discharged today. I was so happy she was. But I really did not think that was how it was going to play out. It seems like that's never how it plays out. This way. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, girls. We're coming right back by here. Anyway, we had a couple prescriptions to fill. One, they didn't have the stuff. Won't be until Monday. So, or maybe not till Tuesday. So, but we do have some of the leftover stuff from the hospital that they had used on her, which is the same exact stuff. So we're going to use that. What else? But that took a while. So we ended up coming back home. We got home by 3:30. I got everything unpacked, put away. I've basically covered one lens of her glasses because she's seeing double. But if you cover up one of the lenses, like completely cover it and cover that eye, she doesn't. I'm hoping she gets her vision back 100%. That would be amazing. That's it. We're home. Bella's tired. She spent all day with us in town. And she was wonderful. She was amazing. She was like a service dog. It was great. And now she's pretty tired. And that's it for today. We're going to just fix a simple meal and we're going to celebrate Mom's birthday tomorrow. And I'm going to do a little cookout, bake a cake, and we got to watch her cholesterol. Her bad cholesterol's up. So we got to start working on that. She got some pills for that. More pills for me to figure out. That's it for now.